Hey everybody, welcome to Elisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on our Christmas journal that we started. So y'all come in and say hi. We're live on Facebook if you see the little red button at the top left. If not, you're catching a replay. Let me get you guys pulled up on my other device so I can see chat. Hi Dawn, thanks for letting me know the volume's okay. Alright, so working on this one, a new one. So just so y'all know, even though it's not been made yet, it is sold. I already sold it. So this one's not available to buy. It's going to be technically a commission. So that happens sometimes. People like them and they just like snatch them up before I even make them. So it is sold, but we're going to still work on it. And you guys are going to get to see me do it together. So let's see. What do we got? All right, I think we're all set. I got volume good, got a couple people on here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this camera up top so we can get started. Okay, does it look straight? Weird shadow there. I don't know why. Might be the water container. Nope, it's not the water container. Hold on. Just move this over a little bit. A little bit better. Alright, so Christmas journal. So I mostly finished the cover. We're going to keep it kind of simple. Got the pockets on the inside. And then the outside, we're just going to add a label. We're going to add this label. So this is just a thing of ribbon that was in some Happy Mail to me. And it says Merry Christmas. Now, when you cut it out, it just leaves the edge white like this. Okay, and I didn't want that. I wanted it the red stitching all the way around. So what I did is I just did some embroidery floss. I don't know if you can see. There's texture there. So the stitching all the way around is embroidered. So that it's now, you know, raised and it goes all the way around instead of just ending like that. So I did that on that. And we're just going to add it right about there. I think that will look good. Just looking at where my spine is going to be. It should be about there. The front will be 6 inches, so let's see. Yeah, the front's going to end pretty much where this red band is. Once everything's in there, so that should fit fine. About there. And I'm just going to glue it on with, I think Fabri-Tac. And then we're going to work on pages. This is all I had left to do to this cover. Lori is the person who's buying it, and she did not want it to, she liked the pine cones, so she didn't want me to mess those up. She wanted to be able to see them, so we're going to keep it nice and simple. Let's put some of this Fabri-Tac on the edge here. I don't think it'll show through this ribbon, but it might. So we're going to go kind of light. I'm most worried about this raised floss. I used embroidery floss and I used like 4 strands so that it wasn't super thick, but thick enough. There, that should be all right. But I think this is pretty. It's nice and simple. It's not distracting to the pine cones. I'll lay that flat so I can push it better. Glue on all my fingers. I'm keeping it right there, just above that red line. There. I think that will be pretty. Let me roll this fabric tack off my fingers. Alright, so that's going to be our cover. That'll dry in just a minute. Alright, so we're going to work on pages. I mostly have them done. Well, I pretty much have them done, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit. What my thoughts of the process were. I had a bunch of pages to pull from. I still got fabric tack on my fingers. I'm trying to get it off so I can touch things. Okay. Yeah. So these are going to be our signatures, and I pulled from different sets of paper, and I got to trim it down. I think I'm going to go ahead and trim it, because what happens if I don't trim it once I figure out the order, and then I decide that, say, that middle page needs to go in the front, what happens is I've already got something there and I can't trim it. So it kind of seems to cause problems. So let's see, what did I use for this? Where are all my papers at? I buried everything. All right. So I had some wrapping paper left from a couple years ago, maybe last year some, maybe the year before, I don't know. But I had some of that left. I thought about using this ledger paper, and I tried gluing two sheets together to see if I could do it that way, because it's just so thin. I don't like it glued together. It gets too wrinkly, and I just couldn't get it to look right. So we're not going to use the ledger paper. But I had this wrapping paper, so I'm using some of this, and I just cut it out to fit as a page. And then, of course, I had the Stamperia Classic Christmas papers. I'm not using this tree, although I may possibly add it. I'm going to wait, because right now I've got 8 pages in there, and I'm trying not to go super thick so that we don't get crazy bulky, because I may add in an envelope or a paper bag or something like that, and it's going to make it even more bulky. And this I'm going to end up using for the writing board. So I think that will look really pretty on the writing board. And I have 2 of these. So, because I don't think I can get the front and back of the writing board out of this. Maybe I can. Actually, I might be able to. If I can get the front and back, I may just use that. If not, then I'll just use a section of it. And maybe I particularly like this section, so I may use this section right out of the middle, and then I'll just use the rest for tags or something. But I do have 2 of these, because I bought 2 of these books, kind of accidentally, but I'm kind of glad I did, because it really helps out. They were like $9 and something when I got them, so they were on sale. So they weren't crazy expensive, but I do have another one somewhere. I think it's in this one. Yeah, there. So, and then same thing with this. I thought about using one of these as a page, but I think I'm just going to use them for tags, because I don't have enough to split these papers between the signatures. I could just use this one by itself in one of the signatures, which is always a possibility, but then I only have this piece. I didn't buy much of this paper, mostly because I didn't want to buy the whole pad, because it was a little on the pricey side. But I pulled from these papers, so I pulled from these scrapbook papers, from these little sets from Hobby Lobby, and I pulled from the Stamperia, and I pulled from this Kraft and foil Evergreen Cottage paper that I got at Hobby Lobby when it was on clearance. Well, it was on sale. I don't know if it's on clearance or not. It doesn't really say clearance, so they may still have it for all I know. But I pulled from that. So that's where the papers came from. Hey, Angela. So, like I said, I've got 3 signatures here. I think I'm going to have this one be my front signature because I think it looks good with the cover on the front. Actually, this does too, but I think this is a little bit better. So I think that'll be, I'll keep that one as my front. And then I really want this in the middle, because it's the only real kind of scene I have. Because I didn't have 3 scenes in this paper. I had different things, like this paper was like this, basically, and I cut it, and then I'm going to make a pocket. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. And then this one is kind of the same way. It was longer. It was like this, and I cut it off, and I'm going to make a pocket out of it. Now, I did cut a little bit of this tag off because the tag top didn't look right here. So this is a little bit of a short pocket, but it'll still work. And I could just leave it off and not do anything, but I kind of like it with the pocket there. So I think I'll do that. So those are the signatures. I'm going to go through page by page. They are currently 8 pages, which is, well, 8 sheets, which is technically 32 pages each, because you got 2 on each side from this section and from the back section. Okay, so, but 8 sheets, and that tends to be a good size for a 2-inch journal for me, as far as how bulky I tend to get. Seems to work out pretty good, and it leaves me a little bit of room if I want to put an envelope in there, because I've gone as much as like 10 pages, but that's really pushing it. Or 10 sheets, I mean. So what's in each of these? And this is how it will kind of fit to start with. Like that. Okay, so there's plenty of room. I've got a lot of room for lace on this one, front and bottom. I probably won't put lace on the top and bottom, but it does leave me room for my eyelet, so I can move it down just a little bit so that I can put the eyelet there, and it won't get in the way of it. So it'll probably be a little closer to the bottom when I sew it in. I may even go ahead and put that eyelet there today. But that's how that's going to work out. Okay, so let's show you what I did. So I cut them all to size, and basically I cut them all to size, and I lay them out on my table, like spread out everywhere, and then I kind of just piece them together and see what looks good. That's how I always do it. It's always the same, and it's more just trial and error of putting stuff and seeing how it looks. And I tried to kind of make a mixture of thicker cardstock pages and thinner other pages, like this cardstock, and then this is the wrapping paper, and then this is a scrapbook paper, which isn't as thick, coffee dyed paper, more cardstock, and then the center. No, that's scrapbook paper, and then the center. So there's a little bit of a variation as far as thicknesses. And right now, as you get to the middle, because it pushes out, you get this little variation where it kind of, this graduation, and I'll trim that off. I'm just not sure if I want to trim it right now. I kind of wish I'd folded this a little bit over, because his dots weren't quite on the edge, like it wasn't centered. I don't know how to explain it. I'd kind of like to cut just these dots off, but I think it's just not going to work out that way. So So I'll probably just trim it. We probably will actually lose both dots because it is the center page, which means it pushes out the furthest. And it's a good 1/8 of an inch out from the front page. And I don't like that graduation showing. I don't know. It's just me. So I have to be pretty sure that I'm not going to be moving them around. Or what will happen is, say, it won't apply to the center because I almost always know what I want my center to be. But it would apply to, say, this page. If I trim this one and then decide I want it in the front, it will be a little bit short. So, but I think I'm good with this. I think I've got them laid out. I've got a little bit of a variation of color, some greens and reds. This is mostly greens, reds, and browns for the most part. A little gold in there. So this is the other signature. So the same thing. I did another one of these. I had 2 wrapping papers. I had this one, and then I have this snowflake one. They're both the same style. I got them from Hobby Lobby. They're nice and thick, kind of like hey Jimmy Lou. They're nice and thick. They're kind of like, almost like craft paper. Not quite as thick as craft paper, but they're like the roll craft paper that you get. So they're kind of like that. But so I've got a couple of designs. I like this design. It's real pretty. It makes a good background. So which one were we in? We were in this one. Okay, so a tree, and then we got some plaid. And snowflakes, stripes. This one, I love this one. This is so pretty. Look at that gold. That's in that Kraft and foil one. It's real pretty. And then we've got our Stamperia center with this pretty village. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this village yet, if I'm just going to leave it. I have a die cut set, a Tim Holtz die cut set, and it has this moon and the sleigh and some little cars and street lights. And I'm wondering if it will fit the scene. I don't know how big they are, because these, when they show you the front, the size is never that size. I don't know why. You would think it would be, but it's not. So you have to kind of see what you're going to get, because it's rare that it's literally that size. Yeah, it's not quite that size. Let's see how big it is. I thought about making a little village scene with these guys. I do like to do that. I just don't know if that will work. I haven't tried it yet as far as size goes. Let's see what we got. So the moon, but you can kind of see the difference in size. It's a little bit bigger. Who's calling me? That was weird. I'm on Do Not Disturb. It shouldn't go through unless it's family. So this, I could put on one side. That would fit on one side. Obviously, I'm not going to use the cityscape. But I was thinking maybe possibly the moon. Possibly not. I'm not sure if I like the moon. So maybe not. Stay. There's some little trees. Teeny little trees. There's a street lamp. If I put the street lamp close, it would possibly work, because it would have to be closer to be perspective to make sense. There's a little spot here where this tree is. Could possibly go there. These cars. This is what I was wondering. Are these cars, like specifically this truck? Could I put, there's like a road here. It's hard to see, but there's a road there. I'm thinking it would fit there and make sense size-wise. It's folded, so it keeps wanting to slide. Well, I don't know, what is that? It's a bow and a reef, I think. Look at the cover so I can tell what it is. Oh, it goes on the street lamp. It's a bow and a reef. And then this goes on the back of the truck. It's got like a little extra piece for design. And then it looks like wheels to cover the wheels. So, but that could be cute, right? Pretty cute. Put that there. I'm not sure about the moon. I have to think about the moon. The street lamp could go there. It's a little big for right here. It's too big for that truck, I think. But if I put it more in the foreground, it could work right in front of that tree. What are these? Look like trees. I don't know what they are. Oh, they're trees for the back of the truck. Interesting. So I have this set. So that's a thought. I might use this and make a little village set out of this. I just got to figure out colors and pick it out and cut them all out. I think that could be fun. Let's see if I can get them back in their holder. Of course, now it's sealed on me. I can't do one hand. All right, just lay it down. It's never going to work. I don't like these type of bags. Usually I just take them out of this bag, but I haven't really messed with this one yet, so. Put all the pieces back in there so I don't lose them. So that is a possibility. Cityscape's pretty too. I don't know what I'll use it on, but I might use it somewhere. So I have that. And I'm thinking, oops, I missed something. Looks like tires maybe. Just throw you in there. Hopefully you won't get lost. So that's what I'm kind of like thinking for there. And that's pretty much those pages. And then this one, we have the snowflake, some scrapbook paper, coffee dyed paper, cardstock, scrapbook paper, cardstock, and then the center on this one, like I said, is this one with the piece that was the bottom piece moved up for a pocket. So that's what I have. I think it'll work. I'm thinking I can trim these. I don't think I'm going to move anything. I think I've got it organized good. I'm going to go ahead and trim them. If I regret it, I'll throw some lace on it and hide the fact that it's too small. I got to find some lace. I don't have, this one's going to be a challenge to trim with that pocket. I might have to take it out and trim it separate. So I just line them up, make sure they're seated in there nice and well. And then just put it down. And then I just use my ruler and an X-Acto blade. Just line it up to the front cover. Now, like I said, I'm going to lose a little bit of that inside pieces, but it should be fine. I don't think there was anything on there that, you know, necessary. So you just go through slowly. Don't try to cut it all at once. It's never going to work. Just work your way through. Did I get it all? All right. So then we have a nice, even set of pages. So this one got a pocket? No. Okay. What am I going to lose on this? Just a little bit of that tree, a little bit of that pine cone. That'll be fine. Let's see. One of them's off. I think the top one's a little bit shorter. My measuring wasn't great. So I'll find the front. Now I have cuts in my board, Dawn. I'm hating it. Oh, they show up so much when you first do it. new pretty board. It's been christened. You know it's going to happen. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. I did get a text. Let me see if it's important. Wow. Only my child. Okay. I know, Dawn. I know. So my child just wanted to know if she could have food delivered. I call her a child, but she's 22. I think she's 22. 21 or 22. I can't keep up with it. She's not a child. I'm like, yes, you can have food delivered. She's starving because we didn't eat because both of us slept too late. And so we haven't eaten yet. And I told her I'd fix dinner after my live, but you know, that's waiting until like 11 o'clock here. But to be fair, we didn't get out of bed till like 5. So our schedules are so messed up right now. I don't go to bed until morning, which means I'm sleeping all day long. And I'm missing my whole day. I cut that pocket. I hope it was right in the right spot. Oh, it looks like it was. Okay. Scared me for a minute because I didn't do this one. It just needs about 1/8 of an inch. But yeah, so we're wasting, our whole day's gone by the time we wake up. I told my husband, I'm like, I've got to get back on schedule, but he can't get up. And if I don't, and I can't get up early. If I do normal hours, I am not a morning person. If I had to set an alarm and get up at like 6 a.m. or something, or 5 a.m., I couldn't do it. It would never happen. It's easier for me just to stay up late. That fit? It's a fraction big still. It's easier for me to stay up late than it is to get up early. So I have to do that because he gets up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., sometimes as early as 3 a.m. for this job right now. And he's tired because a lot of times he's worked the night before and just got home at like 1 a.m. You get up at 3:45, 4 a.m. Dawn. I couldn't do it. I can't. I did work a job once where I had to be up at like, I had to be to work at 7 a.m. So I had to get up at like 5 a.m. That was hard enough. I'm not a morning person in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, so because he's so tired, like last night, he came home from job 2:30, and then he had to be back out to his new job, his next job, at 7 a.m., which means leaving here at 5:30 in the morning, or 6, 7, 5:30. Takes about an hour and a half. So he had to be up early. So he got like 2 hours sleep. So of course he's not wanting to wake up. And if I wasn't up to go in there and get him out of bed like 6 times, he'd never get to work. So that's why I stay up, to make sure that he gets off to work okay. But yeah, it's really messing up my schedule. And when I have to do anything during the day, it's really hard. You don't use an alarm clock? Deborah? Some people are just like that. Some people are just morning people. I've never been that person my whole life. Never. All right, so we've got our signatures. I think they look nice. Let's see. I'm thinking about going ahead and putting these pockets in. So here's the deal. Sometimes when you do pockets that have to spread open like this, it can be a little tricky. I'm debating if I want to cut it in the middle. I mean, logically, it's the same page. It should work okay to spread out. I don't know. I've had issues before, and I don't know why. And it may matter exactly where it is, but sometimes what happens is as it's opening, that bottom, how can I explain this to you? So, okay, let's say I have it like this. What happens is when it opens flat, do you see how there's more of a fold here than there is here? It doesn't want to, I don't know, the top tries to pull away. That's all I don't know why. I'm sure there's some reason behind it and logic and all that, but all I know is it does it if I don't cut it. So I think I'm going to cut it and glue them in 2 separate pockets. It'll still look together and all that, but we're just going to do that. I think it'll be safer, so I don't have to worry about it pulling away. Let's see where this lines up. I don't think it's going to affect it too much. So I'm seeing if this holly looks okay there, I think it'll be all right. It doesn't match perfectly, but that's okay. So I'm just going to cut it, and just to be safe. It's just better. So let's see if I can cut this. I can't see the line very well. Put it on the grid. Scooch over just a fraction. I'll probably have to cut off a little bit extra because it's going to have to be glued on each side. So I'm just going to come over like a 1/8 of an inch from that spot, I think. Well, I'll do it after. I'll cut it with the scissors after. Where'd my little knife go? Oh, there it is. So I wonder what she's ordering. I want it. She has like the best friends. Her friends order her food all the time. I get jealous. I'm like, wow, must be nice. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off of that. But usually it's stuff I can't eat anyway. Like last time it was Taco Bell, and Taco Bell I can't eat without getting ill. Do I want to try it with scissors? You know, I'll never get it straight. I'm just going to trim a tiny bit off of that. I'm going to do them both. I think I can do them both at the same time. I don't know. Can I? I'm going to forget which is which. You know what? I'll just trim. Let me see where it hits. I'm undecided. I want to see where it hits. Because I like that holly to hit on that line still, I think. Yeah, we'll trim this side. And then this inside. Let's just, girl, just use the scissors. So much easier. Okay, I'm just going to use the scissors and try to stay straight. Sometimes I can stay straight, sometimes I can't. See what happens. Oh, my tummy's gurgling. So if y'all hear my tummy gurgling, it's because I haven't eaten. And it's telling me, what are you doing? It's like, why haven't you fed me? Yeah, that'll work. So that gives me just a little bit of distance in that middle. Might take a little bit off that edge. Actually, maybe just a little bit more here. I don't want to take that edge because I can line it up then. Yeah, my tummy's so hungry. All right, glue. So, do I notch or not to notch? I think I should notch. Notching's better, probably. It's like a thought about putting like a if I put like a lace or something, I could hide the fact that that doesn't match up. So that's a thought too. I have some rickrack. What else do I have? Let me see. I don't have a lot of plain lace, but I have this rickrack. If I just add rickrack, is that pretty? Let me see what else I have. I might have one that matches those kind of. before I notch it, because it might be better. Might be a better option. I have a lot of Christmas ribbon, guys, but I don't have Christmas lace. I don't have a lot of this, like this soft lace that you put on edges. I don't have that. I have it in white that I could dye, but you know I'll never dye red to look red. That's just never going to happen. So I got to go buy some. I'll probably have to order it online. But I was kind of saving this to put on an edge in case I can't find much. So, I don't know. Let me look at my lace. Ribbon. Not lace, ribbon. So many Christmas ribbons, but just not that lace stuff. All right, let's see what we got that would look pretty here. So the rickrac's not bad. I might use that. But I might have a perfect one. I'm just trying not to fold anything. All right, what do we got? Oh, Merry Christmas. That's too wide. We got black and white. There's not a lot of black in that. We have this one with holly. That's not terrible. What else? We have red checkers, but that's also got a lot of white, which doesn't seem to match. Not that, not that. What else do you got in here? This stuff, which is, I don't even know where I got this. It's really long though. It's not terrible either. What do you think? That's got like pine cones. I don't think that is too wide. I think that's all the narrower ones I have. You like this or this? Lori's not here today. She's said she wasn't going to be here, so. This has got more of that tone, I think. I have some pages with gold, so this has gold, and I could save that for the gold pages. Maybe this one? Doesn't have poinsettias. I have poinsettia somewhere. I thought I did, but it may not be the right kind. It may be like weird. Sometimes the designs are, I really thought I had a poinsettia. Technically, I guess it's a poinsettia. I always call it poinsettia. I don't say poinsettia. It's just what I grew up saying. All right, yeah, I don't see it. I don't know. So maybe this one. Even though it's pine cones, it's still, I think the color looks nice. Instead of notching. Yeah, let's do that. We might notch the other one. We might put a ribbon. I don't know. One half dozen the other, guys. Let's put this. Of course, it's probably a frayer, so I'll probably have to burn it. Looks like it's a frayer. Cut it straight. The colors are nice with this, though. All right, so glue-wise, I'm going to go with art glitter. This is kind of a little bit holy. It's got holes in it. And I think the art glitter will dry faster for me, too. To glue my table. Why is it crooked? Oh, that's not sticking. Let's be a little more generous with the glue. It wasn't sticking. Maybe just didn't let it dry long enough, but so I know art glitter will hold fabric just fine. I think I just didn't. Let me see if this side's sticking. Maybe. It might stick after a minute. We're going to add more glue. I should have used the Fabri-Tac. I think it's just going to take a second. We'll give it a second before I try pulling on it. All right, I'll set that aside. Do this one. Okay. Maybe I'll put the glue on here this time. Let me see how deep it is. About an inch. Half an inch, I guess. It's easier to put the glue on here than it is to put it on the ribbon. Okay, let's try that. Try to line it up with the top. The edges I can trim after, but the top really needs to line up. Let's see if this one's, yeah, it's fine once it starts drying. Right, so those will go there, like so. Let's glue them in place. So we want, I'm holding the edge I don't want glue on. Try to, oh, I don't have to worry about lining up that holly now. That's good. Yeah, that works. We'll probably do something similar with the other pocket that has, the other piece that has a pocket. Making sure I'm far enough away from that center so it folds just fine. But that'll work better. So once that dries, that'll be good. We're going to set it aside so it can dry for a minute. I'll set it right there. Let's jump over to this one. Yep. Grab the right one. Amazing. So this one has that edge on it, which I kind of like. So for this one, I think I'll not do the ribbon on this one. So let me find a hole punch. Let's see if I can get in the middle. I'm not going to go super deep, just a little notch. Probably should have cut it first. Alright, let's go ahead and cut it before I put my other notch. This one I'll have to just cut off of each side so I can get it straight. Alright, we're going to just stay to the right of that line just a little bit. I'm staying to the right of that center line. I don't know if I can do it that way. We'll do it this way. All right. Yeah, I just need to trim the outside just a fraction. Just a teeny bit. still centered, kind of, sort of. Actually, not bad. Good. I'm going to try to put this one in the same spot because I don't know why. Oh, I need to trim something else off of that. What is it? That side? Let's trim this side where this ornament is just barely on there. All right, now, get the right way. You line up. Yep. I'm going to try to put that hole in the same spot. Turn my thing the right way. That way it look the same kind of, sort of. Okie dokie. Wish ink it, not ink it. I don't know. Maybe we should ink it. Okay, walnut. That's not real orangey. Let's try walnut. Which one is that? Is that walnut? Yeah, walnut's good. Yep, I like walnut on there. Just doesn't have that orange tone like the vintage photo has. Okie dokie. So let's glue these down. Hold it where we don't want glue. There's that train again. It can cause me to get dinged. Every time I hear a train in my background, they think it's music. I got dinged. I had 4 videos I had to tell them that it was not music that they heard. You know that groundhog video I did on my page? I have like a reel or something. Some person, music company, was like, we own the rights to that music. It's like, and they're like, we're sharing your revenue or something. I'm like, I'm not even monetized. I don't know how you're sharing my revenue, but okay. And I mean, I guess I'm monetized through like stars and stuff, but I didn't think I had ads. Maybe I do, and I don't know. But yeah, they're like, we're sharing this. I'm like, you can't be sharing it. It's just me talking. There's like no music at all. Like nothing. No background, no nothing. It's just me and nature talking. It's like, okay. So you have to like complain every time, and it happens so much. I don't know if it's their like AI algorithm something, hearing things that aren't there. So there's those pockets, cute. I don't know if I got them on the right side or not, but I don't guess it matters. Oh, yeah, the bow's in the middle, so there's that. So what to do now? So I've got my signatures all fixed up. Should we do this? I don't have the papers picked out or anything. It might take me a while. Maybe we should just do a tag. I don't know. I don't have a plan because I honestly just didn't have a plan today. Spent too much in the last few days working on my oven and my microwave. Not getting anything done. Okay. Let me put this ribbon back over there. I could just do a page or a tag. I've got some cards to use for flip outs. don't really care which one we start in per se. Let's see. So here's our Stamperia stuff I've cut out already. Let's see what's in here. So we have this for a little flip out somewhere, as I left that little white edge on there. Got a tree, some round thingies that can go in corners or something. It's really big. I don't know where I'm gonna put that. These will probably be journaling cards. I left this one together. Well, I left two of these together to do like a notebook. So I thought that would be fun. So I could do a little notebook thing. I don't know if I want to add paper though. It's already got writing spot. I need to trim that bottom off that one. These are cute though. I like how they have the stuff on them already. So maybe I'll throw that somewhere, see if we can find a good spot for it. And that's what I got. It's cut out already. I wonder if I could add a page. I don't know. I need to do some more, I need to do some more coffee dyeing. So I've got stickers, I've got Merry and Bright's got some stuff in it. I've got those recipe cards. The recipe cards are from this Graphics 45. 45? Yeah, is that the right number? I didn't write it on there. This is Graphics 45. 45, yeah. This is from Colorplay. It's not Graphics 45. Colorplay. Which it says, from the kitchen of Colorplay, homemade holidays. But they got little cards. Put these somewhere. What's on the back? Are they too big? I bet they're too big for pockets. Oh, they're definitely too big for pockets. Interesting. So I'll put, if I use them, I have to put them sideways. Which I guess isn't the end of the world. I'll have to decide about that. I don't know. I don't like putting stuff sideways. I don't know why. Does it matter? It doesn't really matter. I have a belly band in here. I've got this. This will be a cute belly band. I could probably find a page for that. Until I make a plan, guys, we're just going to wing it. That could be a cute belly band or even a bookmark. Might make a fun bookmark. It's a little large for a belly band. Not liking any of these backgrounds with it. Maybe. It's not horrible. What else we got in here? Greens. Nope, wrong green. Where's that other signature? It's over here somewhere. Let's see what looks good. Ooh. That was not it. Maybe. Not the stripes. Probably not that. I might just do it as a bookmark if I don't find a good spot for it, because I'm not seeing. Those are going to be the same. Is it last signature? Where did I stick it? There it is. It was drying. Okay. Let's see if there's anything in this one. Let's just start in the front. That green's not bad, actually. This color. It's not terrible. Still not perfect. Oh, what about this green? That's not terrible either. But it might just work better as a bookmark. So I think it's a little big for a belly band. It's just a little wide. It'll cover whatever's in there completely. So I'll probably just do it as a bookmark. But these can be belly bands. They'll be sideways belly bands. But they would probably work good. Not there. Possibly there. Where's the other one? I kind of like that one. Yeah, I think I want to do a belly band there. And I'll decorate it probably more later, but for right now I'm just going to put some things on. Let's mark it. Give it a little mark. Save that for something. We'll just glue this in on each edge. Found my glue. Just do a little sideways belly band. Horizontal belly band, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that should be all right. Try and get it straight. All right, so put that one there. We're going to put the other one. There. Ooh, no. Nope. Nope. I don't think so. It's contrasty, but it's actually not too bad. I have a couple of these craft papers. I'll think about this one. This one's so pretty, but a belly band wouldn't cover it a whole lot. Where's the other craft papers? Let me set this aside. What's in this one? Not that. Where's it at? It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's plaid. No, that's not as good. That gold just set it off or something. I think that gold really... Don't think black and white. No. Isn't that funny how only certain things are going to work? Nope. Green's probably too bright. Well, I'm leaning toward that pretty gold spot. And look, I don't want to put it in the same one we just did one in, because then we'd have two in that one. So I think I'm going to put it where this pretty gold spot is. We could put it on the back one, in case I decide to do something else with this. Maybe I'll put it on this side for now. Let's do that. So I want to... I'm debating if I want to line up the words any. The chance of me using that little extra piece is probably slim. Marion Bright, Marion Bright. It's not really a perfect spot, is there? Yeah, we'll just get that bell on there. I like that bell. Let's just do it there. Okay, another belly band. I'll put something in these, like either a large tag or a piece of folded picture that's really big. I never know what goes there. Something will show up that's perfect, right? Right, there's a belly band. What can I do with this house? There's going to be a spot for this house. Let's see. Don't think I want it on the trees, although it's not horrible on the trees. It's just, it's a little flimsy, but I'm going to back that with something so it won't be that flimsy. Ooh, no, that's horrible. No, too contrasting. Not the gold, I don't think. So possibly the trees. Let's see. Snowflakes, same kind of thing as the trees, not terrible. I don't think black and white. What about these trees? Kind of, Holly. Holly shows up the shutters, kind of nice. Oh, it does show up those shutters, kind of nice. I'm sure not that, no. That's ugly. That seems a little overkill. Alright, where's the last one? This one. So far I'm leaning toward the tree or the green. So this is a tree background, which actually isn't bad. I don't think that green's too on the black side. It's got like a black tone. Obviously not there, we already have something there. Snowflakes, too much brown. What about this red? Too much red. It's a different tone of red. Ooh, ooh. Is it too much red? I mean, I can put other stuff. It's the same Stamperia, so it's from the same set. Maybe. Possibly. What do y'all think? So, we got this option, or that green. Where'd that green go? I don't think the stripes. I don't think I laid it up there, but I think, yeah, no. That blinds you. The green's in here, right? Yeah. So the matchy that is part of the set. The green just matches the shutters, the holly, or the trees. Any thoughts? Anybody gonna talk to me? I mean, this almost looks like it's in a field with, you know, the house sitting there. I do kind of like that. Y'all are so quiet. All right, we're gonna go with the trees. I just have to back that with something. It's a little on the flimsy side. And I gotta score that so that it'll fold nicely. I might ink that or just cover it with some of this paper. I could do that too. This is gonna be a fold. So when I cut this out from the book, I left that little tab just so I could fold it over. I don't know if I can show you because I think I already cut them all out, but I might not have cut them out of the second set. So I bought 2 of those. If I can find the second one. Let's see. Is it in here still? I think that might even be the 8x8, which I only have 1 of. Too much stuff, guys. Too many things. Okay, yeah. See? So it was right there. All these fussy cuts I cut out. So this one, I just left that little edge when I fussy cut it. That's why that looks like that. And then what I'm going to do is score it on that edge so that it becomes like a little flip for a writing spot. Are you wanting out Kiba already? Seriously, mister? So I've got my black line that I have on here with a Sharpie for doing scores like this because it's just easier to line up the 2 points than it is to try to, you know, hold it up at the top. So we're just going to score that. Now, it might need backed with something because it's obviously from the back page. So we probably should back it with something. just so it looks prettier. So let's do that because I want it to be like a little journaling spot. It'll be a little bit challenging to back, but it's not a horrible fussy cut. It'll be all right. So probably just some plain coffee paper or something. Let's see. Set that aside. Let's put this in here before I kill it. Where'd you go, cat? You were sitting there. Now I've lost you. I don't know where you went. Oops. That is out too long. Okay. Papers. Let's go with I love a color, but I don't think I have one. Where are my coffee dyed papers? Oh. Ouch. Stubbing my toe on my boxes. Such a klutz. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Anything that will look okay. Leaning toward this, probably just normal coffee dyed paper. Not this avocado, that's probably too pink. Do we have some regular coffee dyed paper floating around in here? Kind of messy. That one's not. Oh, that's thick. I don't know what that is. Trying to get one that's not too grungy. This one's not bad. Might do that one. I have this lace, but I bet you that would be too see-through. I'm sure it would be. Yeah. It won't hide it. I'm pretty sure the coffee dyed will. Yeah. That'll hide it. I think that's all I'm going to have. Everything else is going to be too see-through. And I want it to be a writing space, so let's go with that. I could just do normal cardstock too, but that's just going to thicken it even more, and I don't really need it thicker. It's already scrapbook paper. I'll lift that like so. So let's just cover it with this, the side that's not so grungy. So we're just going to glue that on like that. So I'll put glue on here. I'll have to rescore it and everything. I think I'll be alright. I'm just going to glue it on there and then rescore it. I'll just fussy cut it out. It shouldn't take but a second because it's a fairly easy cut. I like that they, use it for every part of the book, but I guess in most cases you would probably be gluing these pieces down that are fussy cut, so it's probably not an issue, I guess, if it's got the back of the book on it. I want this side because this side's grungy. I missed some spots. Of course I can't pick it up. I can tell it's not. Didn't catch that edge very good. There. And this little chimney's. Alright, we're going to have to let that dry for just a second. In the meantime, I think I'll trim off that card I said I was going to do. This. I didn't trim that bottom edge. Let's just go and trim that real quick. going to score this, and we're going to make a little notepad out of it, because I just thought keeping 2 of these, they're really, you know, journaling cards, I guess, but there's no reason we can't score it and fold it. And make a little booklet. I'll have to decide, should I put more in here? Like more pieces of paper? Or should I just leave it? I could round these 2 corners. I'm not sure. Sometimes I like them rounded. And then ink it and stuff, but I'm not sure if I should put more in it. Let's see. We can see what we have that we could put in it. Of course, I have ledger paper, I have coffee dyed paper, and then just normal scrapbook paper. Oh wow, I have these stickers from last year. I forgot about these. Oh, these are cute. They're kind of plain, they're kind of light. Might be too light for this journal, but they're pretty. I have a lot of things from last year that I haven't gone through to see what's in them. Some will work with this. This looks pretty classic. So, all right, what can we put inside there? Anything or not anything? Oh, I hear the door. Why is the door going off? Is hubby home already? Oh, that's nice. I could even add another page and sew it in there. I don't think it would get too bulky. Or I could just leave it as one. I don't know, guys. I can't decide. I could do more. It's cute. I think I'll round the corners though. Just these outside ones, not all of it. If I can find my rounder. There it is. Set this aside. I'm a little scattered tonight, guys. It's not normally like this. Normally I have a plan, but honestly I didn't get planned further than the pages today. I didn't get that far. So we're just gonna round. But just the outside. Not that. Yeah, that looks good that way. Should I ink it or not ink it? Honestly, it doesn't need ink. I'm so used to inking everything. Sometimes I just feel like I have to, you know? Are y'all like that? Do you feel like you're supposed to ink? Sometimes it doesn't look good when you ink, especially if it's got too many like whites in it. And then it looks bad. But I am usually an inker. Let's fussy cut this little guy out so we can get him in there. We'll stick this one somewhere. It'll look cute. Alright, so we're just going to use... Oh, it's still not glued down. Really? 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 Why are you doing that to me? I hate when I miss the edges. So frustrating. Alright, I'm just going to try to cut it with it wet. I should use my longer scissors for this side. Too hard. Straight. Is it on there? Seems like it's on there. All right, let's try to get this edge. Okay. Save that for something else. Now we'll use the little ones. it up to the cardboard. This way it just becomes a better journaling spot, and I wouldn't do it if it wasn't an easy fussy cut, because this is kind of tedious, but it's not a difficult fussy cut. And honestly, if I'd thought about it, I probably would have glued it on there earlier, so y'all didn't have to watch me do it. Try to get that edge. I'm not the best fussy cutter. Does it look straight? I think it's straight. Did I miss anything? There's a little spot there. There. Now we got a nice clean back for journaling on, but we do have to score it again. Oops. Boy, this stuff's drying out fast today. Okay. Score that again. All right, might use the bone folder on that. Did I decide where I was going to put it? I was going to put it in the trees. So I wonder if I need to back that first. Yeah, I probably do, because it's just so flimsy. Actually, that shouldn't look bad there. All right, let's back it first, because if I don't, I think it'll cause problems, but I am going to a little bit of press so it'll lay flat, and then it's just going to flip out from there. But let's back this with something a little bit heavier. I think just on this side. So maybe just I need to mark this edge. See if I can mark that. I'm just going to put a mark so I know where to go to, if I can see it. Gosh, it's so hard to see. I'm going to use my chalk pencil. Yeah, there, now I can see it. All right, so put something there. How about just some scrapbook maybe? All right, where's my scrapbook paper go? On the floor. I don't think I want to go too heavy. Maybe, I don't know, it'd probably be alright to go a little heavy. I have this paper that I didn't use because, so it's got like, can you see that? It's got like gold things on it, and they go through. Both of them did. There's like 2 types that had that. And the other side of the paper, on all of them, had those little like indentions, and I was like, oh well, that won't look good as a page, but there's a different one than this one that I want to use, and I gotta figure out where it is. It's on one of these things. Did I pick up my house? No. Okay, it's here somewhere. I'll find it. Must be in this one. Oh my goodness. One? No, that doesn't look right either. Oh, no. It must have been in that one. Okay, where is it? It's hiding from me. Oh, these are so cute. This is like the 12 days. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna use those. Maybe little pockets. I'll have to figure it out. Right, where is that paper? It's not in that, because that's Kraft. Got to be in that one. It has to be there. I know I saw it. I'm not imagining things. not this. It's not that. It's not that. I really thought it was in this one. Oh, I'll bet it's that back one. That's what it is. It's this last one. This one. If I can get a hold of it. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. So look. Okay. Let's see if the light will show it. I gotta hit it just right. Oh, it's not going to show up. I'm trying to look at the camera. There's indentations in this whole thing, like holes. Like, it's weird. It's very strange. But it's everywhere that they put this gold stuff. And so in person, it doesn't look good. It looks weird. So I'll either use this one or this one to back this, because that will, I don't know that it matters, but I guess that color might match flipping to the next page better. Let's just use that one. We'll back it with that. Half tempted to back the whole thing, but that's so tedious. I'm just going to back one side. The question is, do I want to just tear it and have the edge, because that's easier than gluing it on the whole piece perfect. I think I'm going to tear it and have the edge. I think. All right, I got it. All right, where's the rest of this? All right, this goes here, then this. All right, so this goes here. Just trying to get it confused so I can work on this page. So I think I'll tear it. I don't think I want to cover both, because I don't know what I'm going to do on the other side yet. And maybe that won't look good. So let's just tear it and go from there. So we're going to tear off this bottom edge first. Kind of need to cut it down a little closer to size though, because I don't have a ruler that long for tearing. Debating. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. So this is my tearing ruler. Try to get somewhat straight on my grid. Maybe I'm gonna use this main line here, out there. See if we can kind of stay. It's almost long enough. Just do the whole thing. Okay. Got a little bit crooked there at the end, but it's because it's just so long. All right, now we want this piece. Try not to take off too much of that red tree. I like that red tree. Although I probably won't see that red tree, because I think I'm going to do this bottom. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll do this section. Get on my grid. Don't move. Let's see if we can do it. This is a tearing ruler I made. If y'all don't watch me regularly, you don't know that. But I made these. There's a video somewhere showing me making them. It might be on my YouTube. They work pretty good. Just from a old schoolhouse ruler. So we're going to put this right just up to the edge. Chalk pencil. Tear this piece right here. And this piece right here. So I think I'll do this one first. See if I can get it straight. Trying to put my line on a main grid line so I can line it up. Okay, right there. Okay, save that piece. always look so small. All right. So now, glue that. Make sure I'm the right way. Glue that down. I think I'm going to ink it on this edge first, so it will blend in better. So let's do that. What color would look good? Maybe a green. Let's try a green. What do we got for green? Maybe rustic wilderness. Let's see what that looks like. I got a scrap of this somewhere. Let me find a scrap real quick. Right. Scraps, where are you floating around? It's not really a scrap, but it'll work. Try this rustic wilderness and see if it's too, it might be too hollyish, I don't know. But the green should tone it. I think that'll work. Yeah, that's not terrible. The other one, this one has more blue. What is that? Salvage patina? Just make sure. I think the salvage patina is going to have too much blue. I don't know. It's actually not terrible. I might go with salvage patina. Surprisingly, it's toned down a lot by that green or brown. Let's go with the salvage patina. And I'm only doing this just so it just blends in better. It looks better, I think. I think it'll look better on the right way. I don't know if it matters at this point. But. Alright, so salvage patina. We're just going to put a little bit on the edge. Just where the paper lines up to. Try not to rip it. I could use my brush, but this will apply more ink than my brushes. If I can just hold it stiff enough. It's flimsy. Flimsy paper. It'll be better peeking out, I think, this color. Okay, now I gotta do this middle too, which I might throw a piece of cardboard down because I don't know what I'm doing with the other side. That's not straight. That's a little bit straighter. You see how much that tones. The difference between what it looks like on white and what it looks like on this brown. It's a big difference. Can you see that? Look at that difference. I'll show you. Look how different that is. Who would have thunk? All right. So we're going to glue this there. I might ink the edge of that. Am I lined up enough? Yeah, I'm good. Not with the salvage because that's going to be too light. We'll go with that rustic because this is whiter paper, so it's going to look different. So we'll go with the rustic wilderness on the paper. Yeah, that's better. Okay, there. Put that back in there. just going to use our glitter. Just trying to see how thick it is. I don't think the glue will show through it, but I am a little concerned. I really just don't like using my glue stick if I don't have to. I'm just going to go with dark glitter, but I'm trying to put it on fairly thin and hope it doesn't show through. Make sure I'm in the right direction. Try to go, you know, thin enough that it won't hopefully cause a problem. Gotta move fast so it doesn't dry before I get to the end. Good covering for that second page, and it's a little bit thicker. And find my little house. Get that book again, the rest of those pages. Let's see what is in there. Center. This goes here, this goes here. Okay. So our little house is going to go here. So we're just going to glue just that edge. Let me think about what I'm doing. This edge. Okay. Try to get it straight. It's just going to be a little flip out. Could go anywhere, but I think I'm going to keep it in the corner. Like about right there. I'll stay about a quarter of an inch from the corner. Glue that down. And it's like a little hidden spot to journal. Let's see if it's going to lay. If not, we can throw something there. I think once it's closed a couple of times, it'll probably lay down just fine. But I don't know that it needs anything else. Honestly, it's kind of cute. As far as getting it to lay down, I could put a little brad rotatey thing, like of something. But I have a feeling that once it's, you know, once it closes over and over, it'll probably lay flat. Like it. All right, that works. I don't know where I'm going to put this, but I'm going to put it somewhere. We'll make a pocket for it. What time is it? We're okay. Hey, that's actually not bad there. It's one of those color backgrounds where you're kind of like, is anything going to look good there? Like, it's just so bold, but this actually does not look bad there at all. I think I want it removable, but I'm not sure, because then I have to hide part of it. So I'm not sure. Possibly do a circle tuck. Let's see if any of those circles look good. Where did I put them? You just had the folder. What'd you do with it? Just throw it on the floor? It's in a big envelope. I can't miss it somewhere. Oh, it's right here. It's on my table in front of me. Is it this one? No, it's this one. All right, let's see what we got in here. I know we have circles in here. There's more circles in that. I just gotta get them out of here. Circles, circles, circles. Such a cute set. All right, so one of these circles, I think these are too big, but maybe the little one, I don't know. I put a circle, could tuck it in like that. I don't think these will be strong enough, they're too small. I thought there was a middle of the range one. I'll bet it's from the other booklet, maybe. The other pad. So color-wise, this Let It Snow's not bad. Greetings might have too much brown, maybe. I don't think the kitty cat. What do we got here? These look a little smaller. These are more food related, so that's not really what I'm looking for. I think that was all the circles. Let me look. I mean, feasibly there should be more circles because each size pad had its own circles. Now maybe I didn't cut them out all yet, but maybe I did. Let's see, Stamperia, Classic Christmas, Fussy Cuts. What is this one? Ah, more circles. What do we got in here? Okay, so not that one, possibly that one. Is that a little bit smaller? It's a fraction smaller. So maybe not the kitty cat. That's not big enough. Where's that size? Are there more? Maybe not. That might be the only one that size. Okay. Weird, but okay. That's all right. I kind of like it. It's the same picture, but I mean, I don't guess it's a huge deal. I don't see any other circles that are that size in a different pattern. I kind of like the idea of a circle. I think these others are going to be too small. The only other one is the bigger one. So if I want a different picture, I go with the bigger one. Oops, now I'm going to get confused as to where these go. I think they go in here. I'm trying to keep the sizes together so I know which one they were in, but you know, that's never going to happen. All right, that's fine. What do you think? So the one that's the same picture, that is a better size, or this one that's a little bit big, but a different picture. What do you think? Any thoughts? Either would work. Right, realistically, either would work. In some ways, the same picture almost looks better for some reason. Maybe because it's slightly different, just because of how it is, but and this one's got more of that blue. I don't know. Let's go with the same picture. This was in the bigger one, right? I think so. Let's just do that. That'll be cute. So we gotta put glue here to here. So let's see if I can figure it out. I have to hold it where I don't want glue. There to there. Okay. I don't know why putting glue on circles always confuses me. I always have a hard time figuring out which side I'm supposed to be gluing. Looks right. make sure. Yeah, that'll be fine. Just hold it for a second. Could have inked it, I guess, but it's not terrible. I did a pretty good job of fussy cutting it. You can only see a tiny bit of white there. Just a fraction right there. Some of these I tried to do with my hole punches, but I didn't have quite the right size on some of the hole punches. So, there. That'll be cute. Once it dries good. Alright, so that'll go there. What time is it? 15 minutes. That might be it, guys. I'll do this die cut thing. I'll probably cut the dies out. Do you guys want to watch me cut dies? I assume you know how to cut dies, but maybe you don't. Maybe you want to watch me cut them. Should I put a label on here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it would be overkill. Let me see. There are some cute ones. A wish for happiness is here to follow you throughout the year. Colors aren't bad. So I can do most of the dies and maybe do some with you live. Doing them all would it would take forever. May the joy and love of Christmas make all your dreams come true. Covers up a lot of those trees. I think I like it better there, but I don't know if I want to cover up all the trees. Christmas music fill the air. That's not really appropriate. May your tree bend low with Christmas toys and the whole day long be full of joys. I like this shape. Does it matter if I cover some of the trees? It does kind of look good there. There's so many. There are a lot. I kind of like that shape. It just kind of evens it out a little bit, I think. Let's do that. But yeah, I could even put one of these as a little like catch. Maybe a small one if I wanted. If it feels like it's going to be a problem and not close. I could do a little small label or something. I don't know if there's a small enough one I like, but I might even have like a, I don't know, a little tiny tree or something. There's a kitty cat. He's a big kitty cat for that scene though. A little too big. But if I feel like it's not closing, that's a possibility to put something like that that just catches. And also just have like circle hole punches or something. Like I'll probably do. But I'll wait and see if it feels like it's gonna bug me. Sometimes I don't know until, you know, as the time goes by. It's really gonna bug me. There are some small ones though floating around in here. It might work. Alright, y'all like this? Nobody's talking to me today. You're so quiet. Everybody's so quiet. I don't mind. It's okay. I tend to lurk when I watch these videos too, so I do get it. So there's that. Like I said, I even have all these from the 8x8 that's got, like, there's this little tree. I think that would be too flimsy, but it'd be nice if it would work. I'm not sure if I would want that there, if that's the case. I don't know if it would be strong enough. It is cute though, isn't it? I mean, just the tree itself is cute. And I think that's the smallest one of those trees. There was two, but one, I think the other one was from the 12 by 12. What else is in here? Lots of candy canes and little things I cut. Flowers. Cookies. Yeah, I don't have any more trees, I don't think. I don't know. I'll think about it. I may have a tree somewhere else. But that's also a possibility. That's the difference in size between the 12 by 12 and the 8 by 8. If you're looking at buying those, they are a lot smaller. All right, let's just put this here because I kind of like it there. The question is, do I want to let it be a tuck? I don't think I do. I could. No, let's just glue it on. Let's just glue it. I think this is closed up on me. I left my pen out, I think. There it goes. Somebody's being noisy. I thought he came in a while ago. Now I heard the door again. Oh, you know, I bet it was the food being delivered. That's what it was. Ah. This time it might be my husband. That would make more sense because I'm getting home before it was a little early. All right, I think I'm gonna put it to where some of the tree shows. Half of that tree there. There. Okay, that looks good. I'm happy with it. All right, guys, that's probably it for tonight. We'll work on some more next time. So what is today? I don't even know what today is. Oh my goodness. What is it? I really don't know. Is it Friday? No. I don't know what today is. Isn't that awful? I really don't know. We don't have weekends. We have every day's, it's just they're all work days, so there's no weekends. I don't know what today is. I will be on next time, whether it's Wednesday or Friday. Y'all tell me what today is. I can't even tell by the calendar. Is it the 22nd? I bet it's Friday. That's so sad that I don't know what today is. Anyway, I'll be on next time. If it's Friday, I will be on Sunday. Maybe. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time with Sundays, guys. I'm not going to promise. I'll write it on my page and let y'all know. Because I don't know. Honestly, I'm having issues getting out of bed. Which is horrible, but it's true. And I will let y'all know. But at the very least, I will be doing some sort of journal work Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay? So those are the 3 days for right now through pretty much Christmas that you can count on. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. All right? So I will see you next time. I hope you guys enjoyed doing these little projects. And y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. All right? Take care.